Hello traders, and welcome to Trading the Trend. I am Dennis, and this is my weekend look at the market trends for week ending November 10th. And let's get right into it. S&P 500 weekly chart, and we took what I consider a very needed break from this rally we've been seeing. I mean, coming into the week, we had what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 up weeks in a row. So a little down week, that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. I would not mind seeing a couple sideways to slightly down weeks going into December. That would set us up for a nice Christmas rally. We'll see if that comes true. Pretty much all the markets are in that same little sideways pullback mood, a little down candle in the Dow. Nasdaq's still the strongest, although some of the tech stocks did get hit a little bit this past week. One area of the market that just is not finding any love is the small caps. They had a pretty good pullback. We've been watching a bit of a flagging pattern here, but this is getting a little extreme here, so we'll have to watch this one. But it is nearing some pretty good support here. So if the market does rally, this will definitely probably move up as well, but it is going to be an underperformer probably to the rest of the market. Looking at the dollar index, we've been watching this inverse head and shoulders bottom, and we broke the neckline a couple weeks ago, and we did have a little bit of a pullback this week. This is just an inverse look at what's going on with the Euro-US dollar Forex pair. So a little bit of a pullback. I would expect this thing to continue upwards. Oil is looking very strong here. You did have a pretty good upper shadow, so you could see a little bit of a pullback after a 5-week up move. If you back this thing out, you can see we cleared all this overhead resistance, and then our next target area is up here in that $60 to $61 area, and we're getting pretty close to it. So I would expect maybe after a little bit of a pullback, we'll continue higher in oil prices. Energy's looking the same way. You had this energy had been the weakest sector for the entire year, and you just had this continue move down, but we've clearly have broken out of that pattern, and this thing looks ready to continue to up move. Maybe we get a little pullback with that upper shadow there, but then along with the price of oil, look for this to continue higher. Let's look at our metals. Gold, there we go. Gold was up a little bit, but you can see it was way off its high, and we're just not seeing a whole lot of love in the metals. Same situation with silver. It was up early in the week, and then almost dead even for the week. Gold miners, same situation, just nothing happening. They're just moving sideways, very tight consolidation. The market that is not sitting still is the cryptocurrency market. Bitcoin, after that huge up move, this was the week of the big pullback. This is a live chart. I guess these charts don't update until Monday. We'll start the new week with this. So this includes Sunday trading. This market never closes. So a huge pullback all the way almost to 500 after being up to almost 8,000. Wow, that's a big range for 1 week, and it's possible we could see this thing pulled all the way back near 5,000. You can see that's where you had the high on this last rally, and if you look at this on the rally before that, we got up to 3,000, a big pullback, and then after the rally, it pulled all the way back to 3,000 again. So a pullback to near that 5,000 point wouldn't be unheard of, and that would be a great place to do some buying if we do get down that far. Now, your altcoins, Ether and Litecoin, they just continue to move sideways, a little biased to the upside this past week. While Bitcoin was selling off, there was some renewed interest in these. But the one that I don't talk about much that really took off this week was Bitcoin Cash. This is the one that started after after the Bitcoin fork back at the beginning of August, and this thing has been kind of going sideways, nothing really exciting happening with it, and then this week it just exploded. This is showing it even traded as high as 2,800. I don't know if there was actually anything sold at that price, but this chart shows a huge upper shadow. It has pulled back since then, but still, even at over $1,300, this thing has more than doubled in just a week's time. So a lot of new interest in Bitcoin Cash. Not quite sure how this is affected by the Bitcoin fork that's coming up, I believe, next week or very shortly. But a lot of new interest in this one, so we'll keep an eye on that. And that's what I got for you for this week. Hopefully everyone is having a great weekend, and I will catch you later.